is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
There's just one place where you can take $10,000 off the 2025 Acura MDX. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
There's just one place where you can drive the new 2025 Acura RDX for only $399 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
Oh, great. You have a doorbell camera. Now you have a front row seat to your house getting robbed.
They're breaking into my house!
Ooh, there goes the TV. I'm sure it'll turn up at the pawn shop.
No, not the TV!
Just because you can see them, that doesn't mean you can stop them. With Slogans, you get 24-hour monitoring, a free home security system, and professional installation. Plus, free doorbell camera, one that'll actually work for you.
Get out of my house! Get out of the house!
Call 1-800-ALARM-NATION.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
We're celebrating a new year with new savings at Toyota of Hollywood, the official #1 volume Toyota dealer. Save big on a 24 Corolla, not $24,000, $17,988. Buy with 0% financing, 0 down. We're bringing you deals that strike fast and hard at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help. After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
There's just one place where you can drive the new 2025 Acura Integra for only $289 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody S Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
There's just one place where you could drive a new Acura ZDX for only $239 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyAccess.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
afternoon, boys and girls. It's Thursday afternoon, and we're only in one place on Thursday afternoons. We are in lovely Hialeah Park. Yes, sir. Second floor poker room. Come on by. Say hi. We'll have a good time. We got some stuff to talk about today on the show. By the way, hope you guys caught the Jimmy Butler show last night. After being traded, we did a live show. We did the 45th edition of the Crypto Bro Show, which you should catch that. Hit the like, please, and check it out. We talked about a lot of important things. Stuff that actually is kind of rearing its head today in the news. So you could check that out. And then we did a special show because of the Jimmy Butler trade. And Ira Winderman joined us after he was done in the locker rooms and filed the story. We kind of went over everything. So if you want to go over a lot of the Jimmy Butler stuff, you can catch that video there, and please hit the like button and all that stuff and support the platform. Today, they made a trade for Davion Mitchell, the guard, former first-round pick from the Sacramento Kings back in 2021. So, backup guard, whatever. We'll see. They needed a ball handler anyways. They needed somebody else to help run the point. We'll see what happens. I don't know, dude. This was to get rid of PJ Tucker. It was a second-round pick to get under the apron. Okay, that's what it was. So, and you got to get that Tucker contract out or whatever. So, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. Apron. It was an apron move. Okay. If she's kind of hot, you want to get under her apron. If you're the Miami Heat, well, you don't want to pay the price. So you're thinking of a different kind of apron. Their apron ideas are different than my apron. When I see my wife in an apron, well, want to get under the apron. We look at aprons differently. What can I tell you? So we'll have some fun on the show. I see NorCal Warriors effed up. Yeah, they did. Yeah, but good riddance. Good riddance. It was a great run with Jimmy Butler. You've got to. This is the way. Here's the way I compartmentalize things. That's the word we love to use on the show, right? Because we want to kind of always stay level-headed and look at it and say, okay, what are we looking at here? Okay. You get married to your wife or your husband. Those of you that are watching, those are the people you get married to, and you you commit. You know what I'm saying? Your athletes, you can emotionally commit to them throughout their careers, but it has to be a way where you can't allow it to get in the way of your overall team. So was the run with Jimmy Butler great? Yeah, dude. It was way better than I expected, I got to tell you. I don't know how many of you expected 2 final appearances, 3 Eastern Conference Finals appearances. I did not expect that myself. Okay? So that was awesome. And plus, I said that they needed another star to really make this, and they did in order to win a championship. But, hey, it is what it is. And then you got to take another step back and say, great run. We've had lots of them under Pat Riley. But, okay, what kind of a run was this? Let's talk about that. What kind of a run was this? Okay, it was maybe an overachieving run. It was great. It was fantastic. It was fun. But, man, all the stars aligned. Some of them, they giveth and they taketh away. Okay? You had your bubble year. The bubble, short season. Let's see. Sean, let's if you had to think of the most incompetent franchise in town that even made the playoffs on a short season, who would that be?
Oh, that would be your Miami Marlins.
Exactly. So it was already a short season. So that already gave more teams a chance. So the Heat, and then you end up in a bubble. So now that even adds to the Heat culture, and everything falls your way. Now, giveth and taketh away, right? The injury to Bam, the injury to Dragon, that really changed. You had even the perfect opponent to be the Western Conference opponent, a weak Western Conference finalist. Because that team wasn't shit, bro. That LeBron AD team that won for the Lakers and beat the Heat, that's one of the worst teams that have ever won an NBA Finals. That's not really an impressive team. Let's be all honest here. Okay, let's perspective. It's really good to have perspective. All right? So you look at it and you say, all right, great. And then the other part, you had the Embiid injury. You had the Giannis injury. That helped you get to the finals. When you finally got to the finals, you realized you didn't belong anywhere near the same court with Denver. That was a real, Denver's much better than the Laker team you played in the bubble. So great run, but for the last 2.5 years, he has refused to play in the regular season. For the last 2.5 years, he refuses to try in the regular season. So he has hurt also his relationship. And he should hurt your standing in the way you look at him. Examples are coming. So you look at it and you say, hey, man, great time. I'm a Heat fan. You are, right? You're a Heat fan. Okay, I don't know how long you've been a Heat fan, but I've been a Heat fan since day one when I had season tickets from the first day that Rory Sparrow in Game 17 of year one hit that shot off the elbow, and they beat the Clippers for their first win of the season, and the Miami Heat organization sent all of us season ticket holders a VHS that to this day I still have. A copy of that game, our first win ever, ending that losing streak and finally getting their first. So whether it's any of that or beating the Pistons or beating the Utah Jazz that year as an expansion or getting to the playoffs for the first time ever with Ronnie Cycli and Sherman Douglas and Glenn Rice and all of that, that was a fun era. Fun era. Did you win anything like major? No, but it was fun. Okay? Then in comes Riley. You go to the next level. And you have your Zoe and Timmy stretch, which was phenomenal. You were cock-blocked by some guy named Michael Jordan? Yeah, that was a great. Timmy and Zoe, they were great, bro. They could have won a title. The Cavs, they were great. They could have won a title. The Indiana Pacers, they were great. They could have won a title. The Utah Jazz, they were great. They could have won a title. The New York Knicks, they were great. They could have won a title. If I take Michael Jordan and the Bulls out of the mix during that era, who wins titles there? You might be spreading them out like Oprah. You get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you, because it might have been who was hot, right? Oh, shit, it was the Pacer boys. The Davis boys were a bitch that year. Reggie Miller and Rick Smits controlling the – oh, Patrick Ewing had it going on, Zoe, Timmy, Riley, and the boys running. It could have all alternated, but we got cock-blocked by Michael Jordan. So many cock-blocked by Michael Jordan. Great era. Then in comes Wade, in comes Shaq. Short-lived, but fantastic. We all know if Shaq and Wade don't get injured with the rib and the thigh that first year, they beat Detroit and maybe even the Spurs in the finals. And they won it the following year against the Mavericks. So it was a beautiful stretch. It ended ugly, but you won the championship. And injuries might have stopped you from legitimately, not freakishly, like you had in the bubble and Giannis and all that other stuff. And then you had the Big Three era, and you had that time. And now you've got this going on. So when we start looking at the big picture, and let's say I start looking at the era of basketball and the people that have played here. Who's most important to me? Wade is one, right? Wade is ultimate. I'm going to go LeBron too, even though I dislike the way it ended and the deceivery. I don't even know if deceivery is a word, but I'm creating it. You know what I mean by it. Just like Butler's doing a lot of deceivery right now. Zoe's my 3. Zoe's my 3rd most important player. Why do I say that? I just told you. He might have won a championship if it wasn't for damn Michael Jordan. His teams were great. I don't know how many 50-win seasons, even maybe a 60-win season squeezed in there maybe. Okay? Those teams were awesome, and that era was tough basketball, playing the Pacers and playing the Knicks, playing all kinds of teams. It wasn't an easy era of basketball, my brothers and sisters. If you lived it, you know what I'm talking about. Then the man went and had a kidney replacement, and he came back to become the most important defensive center in the 06 championship. Just go watch that. Go watch the finals against the Dallas Mavericks. The most important defensive center in that series was not Shaquille O'Neal. It was Alonzo Mourning. So Alonzo Mourning has been a rock for so long. He's my 3rd. That's for me the 3rd most important guy ever in the franchise right there. Okay, we're going talent and then actually winning. Okay? Then I go, who's my 4 now? Where am I going? Am I going Bosch? Am I going Tim Hardaway? Am I going Jimmy? Shaq? So I'm going to go Shaq because you got the title with Shaq. That'll be my 4. Okay? Who's going for my 5th now? Do I go Bosch, who brought me titles, made the biggest shot, the biggest block, the biggest assist in Heat history? Bosch is my 5. And again, what Tim Hardaway did for us, I'll never forget. And again, I don't blame him sometimes. I know he had the plantar fasciitis and he had a couple injuries at the end there. But overall, if it wasn't for Michael Jordan, Tim Hardaway did his job, hit a lot of big shots, and never quit on the goddamn team. So if I'm going to compartmentalize and talk about the people that mean something the most to me and what they've accomplished and how they treated the situation, hell, I might put UD at 7. And then maybe I'm talking Jimmy Butler at 8. Jimmy Butler had his best stretch of his career in the Miami Heat. So I credit the Miami Heat for the environment they also created and the coach that they have for his success too. But UD never quit on the team. And his defense of Dirk Nowitzki in 06 was fantastic. He didn't stop him because you're never going to stop Dirk, but there were times where he gave Dirk issues. And UD was money, baby, when he had to hit that mid-ranger. And he has always been there for the franchise, never quitting on the franchise. This guy quit on this franchise for 2.5 years in the regular season. So I'm going to go with people that accomplished big things, help build culture on a long-term basis, and has meant more to the franchise overall from when they played and after. So when I put him in perspective, he doesn't even make it in my top 7. Doesn't even make it in my top 7. as a long-term Heat fan. Deep down inside, I might appreciate Keith Askins more than I appreciate him. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, Ray Allen 3, yeah. Shane Battier's effort. James Posey's tenacity. P.J. Brown's fearless toughness. He did all the damn dirty work, never ever wanted a headline, never gave a shit about a headline. Wasn't about him scoring points because that wasn't what you had him there for. So there's a lot of people that I can just talk about over the years and what they mean to me as a real Heat fan and what they've contributed. And I appreciate what Jimmy did, but I almost feel very mercenary-ish with him more than anything else. I really don't feel he wanted to be a Heat player because you and I know what happens if Jimmy Butler busts his ass over the last 2.5 years? Are they a play-in team? No. And then how do you think Pat Riley and these people reward him? They would have given him the extension because he would have left it all out there for them. And they respect shit like that. But if you're going to do this bullshit, they can't trust you anymore. So there's a lot involved in all of this. If you want to just look at the stretches and the successes, that's fine. But we've been at this for 30 years with Pat Riley. All kinds of teams have had success. And they'll continue and they'll figure it out. Are they going through a rough patch now? Yeah, dude, because they refuse to adjust to how things are going. I think they might start doing that now. By the way, that note that Barry Jackson threw out, okay? I mean, not the silly trades that he feeds you Heat fans out there. Well, if Durant this and that and any of these other big names that they had no shot at. But he did mention that there's a scenario where he could end up with 2 lottery picks this year in the first round. Past 10, of course, but whatever. But, and then it's like Ira was talking about in our interview, you can get a pair of those and then trade in and get lower and whatever. So we'll see, man. We'll see. You never know. And supposedly there's a loaded draft or something. I don't know. I don't know shit about that stuff right now. I don't know enough to follow European international basketball or high school basketball to know what the hell is coming out. But it was a great run. Let's not make it out more than what it is. The guy didn't want to be here. He only wanted a paycheck. And when it came to it, Golden State gave him the extra year, and the mercenary took it because he knows his little body isn't going to hold up to get 2 extra years on top of the year he had left. He had to destroy his year just to get an extra year. And he did that because deep down inside, he knows that right now for the rest of this year, when he plays, he could completely break down and be out for a year. Or get out till the beginning of next year, just only to break down again. I don't think the Golden State Warriors understand where that guy is physically. Because I will be beyond shocked if you could see classic Jimmy Butler on a consistent basis for 30, 40 game stretch, which is what you're going to need in the second half in the playoffs if you're, really going to make some kind of a run. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. So the con job is over, and I can't put even a con man in my top 7 when I start looking at Heat history. Jimmy Butler, a con man that can't make my top 7. There's your rant. All right. Let's see. So, yes, NorCal, Warriors fucked up. Jamie Zoria in San Jose to Extreme. He says, can't wait to see Morrissey. We'll be there. What else? Good afternoon, Big O. What franchise will be better off from their trades, Lakers or Mavs? Short-term, Mavs. Long-term, Lakers. Okay. I like the Mavs team, how it's constructed right now for some competitiveness at this point. Not that they're going to win a championship. I don't think so. But the Lakers, I don't like right now. Definitely not. You're not winning shit with that team. But long term, if Luka takes care of himself and he doesn't go around the drive-thru and hang out at Randy's Donuts like I would in Los Angeles, then it should turn out well. It all depends. Jeff in Long Island. The Dolphins want to kill me. Mets want me to live on, making all the right moves. Well, that's what all you Mets fans say in the offseason, right? Do they ever say that in the regular season? I'm wondering, like, Jeff, what are you talking about, bro? It never works out for you guys in the regular season. When I jack, he says, I picked up Caspa today. Great buying zone. Yes, sir. Is it still in the 8.5s? I got some Caspa today. I used up all my powder for Caspa. So yeah, I was good, man. I was good. It's still in the 8.5 zone right now. It is 8.5, 8.517 Caspa. I mean, an absolute buying zone and a half. By the way, now that you put the Venmo, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And speaking of crypto, you can make a donation on Cash App or Venmo on Bitcoin or Ethereum. As always, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What else? True Fin Fan. Thank you, sir, for the love on Cash App. I'm thankful, but what an asshole by Jimmy today. What did he do? Oh, I must have missed that. Did Jimmy do something? What an asshole, Jimmy today. Oh, yeah, he got me on that one. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he did something on his way out that I don't know about. So there we go. Somebody fill me in. But thank you, True Fin Fan. Thank you for the Cash App, Venmo. Appreciate that. Remember, we always encourage that over Super Chats because we get 100% there, whereas in the Super Chat, they take 30% away. That's why we always mention it. And so thank you out there. Let's see what else. Gus 1388. Big Johnson is in. Alexis Palenzuela. Aquavision. Skylar Tipton. Riley isn't dead yet. Jonathan Jensen. Bye-bye PJ Tucker. Yes. Brian Landis. Thank you, sir. Ray Sosa. Karen in. Gator Castro. Young Mel, Big O, you disrespecting Davion Mitchell. He's more than just an apron move. He's a good point guard. Put a good young point guard is what you should be saying. Yeah, and he's a very good defender. Well, we'll see what he does here, but let's not kid ourselves. They gave up a second rounder because they wanted to move under the apron because getting the PJ Tucker salary out gets him under the apron. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay? All right. Now, last night, by the way, he had a good night. Last night, he posted, 10 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers. Shot 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point range against Memphis. He's averaging 6 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and he's 6 foot. So we'll see. And again, they got great coaching here. So hopefully he helps. But let's wait and see what we get. But the real move here, let's not kid ourselves. It was about getting under that apron, bro. You know, if he turns out to be something and a steal for a second-round pick, that would be fantastic. He is a former first-rounder. number 9 overall. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Miles Deep is in. Green Lion. Yeah, the nightmare is over, my brother. Yes. Jay Gelfin in the house. Great show last night. Insightful. And Riley. Yes. Yes. Ellisburg. Aren't done yet. Yeah. Hopefully. Oh, by the way, the trade. Do we have anything? Nothing with the Heat. So they kept Tyler. Okay. I hope the Heat don't regret not trading Hero. I think it's a mistake risking injury. So do I, but hey. Ty in the Bronx is in the house. Soldier of God. Big O, buenas tardes, mi hermano. Big O and Pat Riley, the Godfather we trust, baby. We finally got rid of the defiant, disrespectful, and quitter, Jimmy Butler. After last season, I said I would not watch basketball anymore. I haven't, but I'm going to try and watch because at the end of its 30 years of being a diehard fan, this is just not basketball anymore. Yes, sir. I get it. Chances that Butler's on the injury report on March 25th. Oh, God, yes. Pretty much guaranteed. Jordan and the Bulls ruined so many legacies. They did, bro. They did. And they opened it up for the Rockets for 2 years. If he doesn't retire, Jesus Christ. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what Jordan did. There were a lot of good teams. Wow. That was a stretch. Those of you that lived that era of basketball, like, today doesn't come close. Just doesn't come close. It's amazing. Sorry to sound like the old man, but if you didn't live, those Cavs teams with Larry Dance Nance and Brad Doherty and Price and Lenny Wilkins coaching them and all that, and the Knicks teams and the Jazz teams and the Heat teams and oh man, are you kidding? Those Pacer teams with the Davis boys and the Dutchman flying in the middle, and you got Detlef Shrimp and all that. That it was ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. That was that era of basketball was just. It just felt like Titans constantly versus Titans is what it was. So that's why guys like Zoe and Timmy, and Zoe especially because he did win the championship with Miami in 06, and he was so important defensively. Oh, my God, was Zoe a monster in that series. There's a lot of things I appreciate, a lot of players I appreciate still over Jimmy. Prisoner of the moment bullshit takes over now. And you're all caught up because you've just seen these last couple of years. That's what's the memory. But if you take a step back like I do and you start to examine everything that you've seen, and I've been super blessed that I've watched everything from day one and covered most of it. The first few years I was a fan. Since then, I've been a media member. So I've had that pleasure. And I get it. It was a nice run. Maybe not putting it right up there where some others might put it with Jimmy Butler. Relentless. Great timing. Just got home now. Going to watch the Big O show. That's very kind of you. Very kind, very flattering. Thank you. Mike Fox, Big O, I'm headed to a job interview in 45 minutes. Wish me luck, my dude. Good luck, my brother. Just walk in confident. All right? That's what you do. You walk in confident. You walk in, you be polite. Eye contact, communication, and you'll be good, man. That's it. That's all, baby. Be confident in your abilities. Go in there and knock it out of the park. Chris Duquette says, UD signed an autograph for me in a black Sharpie on a dark photo with a silver Sharpie on the table. Not in my top 10. LOL. I still miss seeing UD in the bench. Ragin is in the house. Papa. Jimmy was a beast. Didn't like the way it ended, but it was a great run for Jimmy. That it was. That's the way to look at it. Pat is great. Miami is toxic free. That's what Frampton Hendricks says, and I agree. Think Blue Dodgers. What's up? Oh, checking in from LA. Thank you, sir. Once again, my Magic didn't make any moves and continue to roll down Crap Mountain. Karoon. Nico Jones. Let's see. Thank you for smashing it, Oscar. And the like button, too. We didn't make any other trade moves outside of the guard, and that's it, Michelle. That's all. So we are stuck like Chuck there, but that's fine. I like where we're at. I don't have a problem with taking a step back, being patient. I've won a lot with the Heat. I've watched a lot of great shit. I want them to get back to being great, not being just good enough to get into the playoffs. And that's kind of what they are right now. They need stars, man. They need stars. That's how they've always built this machine. They have found stars. You got to go find a star or two, man. Or develop one, you know. We got to pray that Nico or Ware or somebody becomes a star. Or maybe, hey, Tyler, you know, I would have traded him if I had a chance to get. Now, they could still do it in the offseason. If he plays the whole year healthy and has a great year, then you're like, hey, how many times are you going to do that? Let's get him now. Maybe his value is going to be at an all-time high, you know, that kind of stuff. So you still have time to trade him, and the salary is very manageable with today's salaries. So, but you got to take a couple steps back. You got to find a way to amass picks and build that treasure chest of a team, and hopefully either get a star with multiple picks or draft and hope that you end up in the lottery with somebody else's pick or something like that, and you can land a young star and you can start to build around everything else. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Davion Mitchell is a badass defender, says Nico Jones. That is good. They need some toughness. They need some defense. They need scoring. You need everything. How is the Heat going to receive Jimmy when he returns to play against us? Should we throw pots at him? Well, Juan, I doubt you'll throw pots at him because I'm sure you won't be there. Usually the people that say throw the pots and they're the ones that never go to a game. They live like 800 miles away. They're in another continent. Actually, Juan Rosa is in the space station, stuck with those two astronauts that Elon Musk has been tasked to go gather back. Yes. Somebody is sending me an Instagram of Miami Stadium wild times. I was there. I went to many shows at Miami Stadium. And you're right, they were wild times. Damn wild. By the way, Moody's Dental, got to talk about Eric and all the amazing people from his brother, his dad. It is a family there at Moody's Dental. And folks, if you and your family, because my wife goes there, my daughter goes there, my mother-in-law goes there, and obviously I've been going there for years. My wife just had a new tooth placed because she had an accident years ago, and she had a gap, man, because it got destroyed. And she finally ended up having a reconstruction with the bridge that was created. Okay. And Ronnie, by the way, you know, we could double it there if you got Ronnie's billboard there, because Ronnie did the reconstruction. You know, Ronnie helped out Sean, was it like 2 years ago? He bailed your ass out of pain. He set your ass up. Well, Boca Jaw Surgery. I think it's bocajawsurgery.com. Am I correct? Ronnie's amazing. So he did the bridge for it, and then Moodius Dental, they created the tooth. And so now she doesn't have the gap anymore when she smiles, thanks to the folks at Moodius Dental. So whether you're looking for a crown or you're looking to filling or looking to clean your teeth, please reach out to my friends at Moodius Dental. They have 2 locations, by the way, in Broward County and Plantation, 954-692-6825 in Hialeah. For Dade County folks, 305-821-0231. And the other thing is, expect state-of-the-art equipment. Okay? I mean, you don't in most places, when you go do a crown, they get the measurements, this, that, they put that thing, they get the filling and all that. And then, okay, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. You got to make another appointment, take your time. Not at Moodius Dental, dude. No. They prepare right there. They take the measurement and it sends it to the machine, and he walks 50 feet away to another room, and he comes back like 10 minutes later with your tooth. It's freaking awesome. So it's just state of the art. They are ahead of the curve when it comes to dentistry. So whatever it is you're looking for, please reach out to our friends. You can also visit them on Instagram at moodius.dental and tell them that Big O sent you. Yeah, 3D printing. It is amazing, dude. Amazing. I've had it done a couple times for a couple of my crowns. It's a convenience, bro. You always have to come back for another visit to, oh, yeah, we'll have it made for you. You can come back in a couple of weeks. Now, dude. Now, bitch, we make it right here 50 feet away. We got a machine. We got technology. We can build it faster, stronger. Da, 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 da. It's awesome. You'll feel like the $6 million man when you walk out of there. It's kind of what it is. Teeth Majors. So the Jets are in good hands. No, they didn't use Allstate. No. They picked Rick Spielman. So let me ask you, Sean, I know you can help me out. What's the quarterback on the roster? Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, he's still on the roster.
Still on it? Okay.
Aaron Glenn supposedly wants him back for a year.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, but Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yes, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering, because did Rick Spielman find a quarterback here in Miami?
No, I don't think he did.
Did he in Minnesota? Did he ever really find a franchise quarterback?
No, I don't think he did.
So the Jets are in great hands. They have just hired Rick Spielman as a senior football advisor. And I hope they ask him, what quarterback do you think we should pick, Rick? Anyway, listen, Aaron Glenn and Darren Moogby, or whatever the hell the guy's name is, they're the Moogie or whatever is the GM. So they'll have the final say in personnel. But Rick Spielman, okay. All right.
How many damn analysts do they have?
Not enough.
Didn't he hire all these guys for the process and all this
the
stuff?
The 33rd team. And so now they stole him from the 33rd team. They stole him from a media outfit. Hey, Trump does it. Hired a bunch of people from Fox, right? Works for him. Why can't it work for Aaron Glenn? It's the way to go. The hell's wrong with you? By the way, the best is that Trump is starting his own Bitcoin ETF. Is that the best? A president starting his own Bitcoin ETF. You know how big that Bitcoin ETF is going to be? Because all the people that love Trump are going to be buying, even those, most of those people don't even know nothing about crypto. They hate crypto because Trump used to hate crypto. Now, and Bitcoin. Now he's all in. And so all the Trumpies are going to get on board. That ETF is going to be powerful, bro. It's going to be like loaded. But hey, listen, Bitcoin, it's not real. Of course not. No, of course not. Yeah. Eric Trump's tweeting out, it's a great time to get into Bitcoin. That's like insider trading on a billboard on a highway. It's awesome. And if you don't pick up on the tip, well, that's your fault. Not that I'm a financial advisor or a genius or a rocket scientist. Not that you really have to be, but I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, my God. Anyway. Should the Finns have traded Holland? This was the last year of his contract, dude. They have to tag him. They can't sign him for what he's going to get because he hasn't played to that level. Okay, so let me ask you something. Why is he going to get that then? Who told you that? Because everybody else that was writing it? If that's what it is, if you're willing to pay him a huge salary, not knowing if he's the same guy after those 2 knee injuries, well, then you're stupid. So the question is not trading him, bro. He hasn't even played well enough to really trade him, and you're not going to get much in return. The question is, do you tag him for 1 year, which now you told me the tag was a lot more than I expected for Onus. Yeah, it was like 16 or 19 million or something stupid.
19.6, I believe he said, was the
no tag
franchise, and the transition was 15.6 or something like that.
I'm a huge Javon Holland guy. You have to let him go. You have to let him go. And if he is himself and he gets, God bless him, I hope he does. But from what I've seen since the 2 knee injuries last year and all the way through this year, it's not the same guy. So I don't know what happened to him. And I don't know if it's a long-term thing, but I would not take the chance. So I'd let it go. I'd let it go. I can't tag him, and I'm not paying him a long-term. So if somebody's stupid enough to give him a big contract, like people are writing, are they the same people that said that you had to trade for Dalvin Cook or sign him big time? Just wondering. Because I have a hard time seeing that there's going to be a line outside the door to give him that much money when he hasn't shown anything for a year and a half. He has shown concern for a year and a half. That doesn't make any sense. But, hey, man, lots of things out there sometimes are done that don't make any sense. So that, to me, Raging, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's not something that I can't comprehend it. You know what I'm saying? I can't comprehend it because he does not look like the same player, and it's weird. So we'll see. But then again, listen, look at the Warriors. So desperate they gave Butler the extra year. Great nickname for the next duo, King James and his portly prince. Okay. Tyod O, could the Dolphins suspend Tyreek for a game for quitting the last game of the season this past year? No, I don't think so. Not anymore. And by the way, they don't do that in the Dolphins. They tell you, oh, you'll be all right. You know, you'll be all right. Just, let's think about it. Let's have a conversation. And we'll fix everything. Dude, they play Julian Hill every week. There's no discipline on that team. Big O, what is the upside signing Holland? Not the pre-knee Holland. That's a no-brainer. The Holland of the past 2 years, to me, you let him walk. 2 Waddle Hill contracts plus him, no thanks. Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't. I love Rob Hunt. Can't pay him that money. I like Christian Wilkins a lot. He wasn't worth that kind of money. Sometimes you got to part ways. Sometimes you have to say, okay, we'll take the compensatory pick if it happens, and that's it. So if somebody wants to pay him an exorbitant amount of money that helps the compensatory pick, So maybe you can get a third rounder for him. And I hope, and again, I hope he finds his way. That helps the compensatory pick because Lord knows it hurt us with Christian Wilkins. He got the contract and couldn't live up to the contract. And he was always healthy. Now he got injured. Screwed up situation. Oscar, I think the Heat did a good job. They got a first-round pick in Wiggins, who's pretty good, a very good player. Yeah, we'll see how he can see if he can be consistent. That's what Wiggins' thing. He'll add some toughness. He'll add some defense. It's about getting it out of him every night. Okay, because he's got dog in him, and you got to make him a dog, not be a dog. Okay. Captain Saki and Tarpon Springs smashing the like button. I like it. At this stage of the rebuild, you make the seller type of deals. Right, really can't afford to splurge anymore. Yeah. You're talking about the Heat in that sense, or the Dolphins? No, seller.
You said sealer type of deals.
Oh, you build making the sealer type of deals. Okay, yeah. No, you'll be able to. It depends on the position, but you will have a chance to splurge, for sure. You will have a chance because you're going to be able to open up space if you want to. So you'll have that chance for sure. All right. What else do we have? Just out of curiosity, wanted to check. All right, Casper going up a little bit. Where is good old Bitcoin, by the way? Where are we at with Bitcoin? The hash rate for Casper's gone up to 149. Where are we at with Bitcoin? 96.8. And it's going up right now, 96.9. So now it's making a little bit of a climb. All right, interesting. So the Heat didn't make any other moves? Yeah, sometimes it does come in a little later. But even though Shams would have at least had it and then at least thrown it out there and then with the particulars. All right, let's get to our 3A Graphics sports calendar. Of course, the great Alan Blanco, if your company or corporation, school, whatever it is, needs new uniforms, whatever, call our friends at 3A Graphics and Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Heat over the Sixers, 108 to 101. They get back over 500, 25 and 24. Friday, tomorrow, they're in Brooklyn, 7 o'clock. Check it out. Tonight at 8 on the ice, the Panthers are in St. Louis to take on the Blues. They're favored by a goal and a half. Panthers minus 170 on the money line. The Blues plus 142 on the money line. And yesterday, Nova Southeastern, they beat the University of Tampa to improve to 20-1, 12-1 in the Sunshine State Conference. They beat them 100-66. And Saturday, they will take on Edgard College at Rick Case Arena. 4 o'clock will be the tip-off there. Riker Scisoric, by the way, had 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks last night to lead the Sharks. And the Heat, of course, traded Jimmy Butler to Golden State. They get Andrew Wiggins and a first-rounder in return. Today, they have traded P.J. Tucker and a second-round pick for guard Davion Mitchell, former first-round pick, 9th overall from the Sacramento Kings. He is averaging 6 points, 3 assists, and is 26 years old. He's a 6-foot guard. Last night against Memphis, he had 10 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 2 turnovers. That is your 3A Graphics sports calendar. All right. All right, it's 3:58. Do me a favor. Give me 2 minutes to rest the voice because I kind of had a long day here and last night. Give me 2 minutes, drink a bunch of water. We start hour number 2 from Hialeah Park next.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge, Total Landscape Solutions.
We're celebrating a new year with new savings at Toyota of Hollywood, the official #1 volume Toyota dealer. Save big on a 24 Corolla, not $24,000, $17,988. Buy with 0% financing, 0 down. We're bringing you deals that strike fast and hard at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody S Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt and Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welt and Rayom can help.
There's just one place where you could drive a new Acura ZDX for only $239 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Righty, welcome back. Hour number 2 of the program. Good stuff, man. See some of the developments today? And Bitcoin. So just to kind of throw a little something out to you, Czech President Petr Pavel signs into law eliminating capital gains taxes on Bitcoin held over 3 years. Right, I tweeted it because I wanted to add something to it. And I added to it, I said, I expect the Trump administration to do the same thing since most of his very rich cabinet all own Bitcoin. Then I put at the end, wake up and see what's happening. But I mean, I can't help you. That's up to you. You do whatever you want, bro. You can lead a horse to water, can't make him drink, So it's crazy. Let's see, what else do we have here? Forgive my b-ball lack of knowledge. Is it smart to run where at the 5 and Bam at the 4 together, or does this already happen and I'm ignorant? No, it can happen. Okay, remember who was the other big they wanted to play with Bam like a year ago or 2 years ago or something, and they both can't shoot. And I was saying you can't do that because neither one can spread the floor. Where can spread the floor? Okay? Bam doesn't have like the cojones to go out there and become like a consistent threat at 3-point range or a scorer. He's a passive scorer. But Ware has a natural gift that he will shoot the 3 with no problem. Maybe it could have been Whiteside. Whiteside and Bam, neither one can shoot. I thought there was another guy too that came after Whiteside, and maybe it was Whiteside, and I'm just thinking a little too much. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it doesn't help. Deadman, whatever, maybe somebody else. I don't know who the hell it was. But bottom line is, if you're going to have another big man out there, they got to shoot, man. They got to be able to stretch the floor. And when you have a 7-footer that can shoot from 3-point range, you'll never block that shot. It's freaking awesome. That's why it would be awesome if Bam actually imposed his offensive will and wanted to score. You know what I'm saying? It would be awesome. But that's just not who he is. It's not in his DNA. Lenny Pena says, good afternoon, Owen, Sean, and Heat Nation. We got younger and more athletic, but Jimmy, thanks for all the memories, but it's time to move on. Exactly. Yeah. Like Thomas Bryant, Deadman, Whiteside, all of them. Any big man you've had here next to Whiteside, pretty much except for Olynyk, can't shoot. That's it. So how can you explain the draft picks for the Heat and the meaning of the protection? Oh, because if it's top 10, like the pick from the Warriors, if they happen to miss the playoffs and land inside the lottery, inside the top 10, they get it. It's protected top 10. If they're expected to make the playoffs, the bottom end of the playoffs, and if they do that, then they will be outside of the lottery and Miami will get the pick. But if they end up in the lottery and they end up with the 12th or 13th or 14th pick, how much is the lottery? I think it's 14, right? So if they end up after 10, 11, 12, 13, then Miami will get that pick. Okay? Same goes for the Heat also. The Heat cannot land inside the top 10 because they will lose their pick, the way I understand it. So they don't want to lose inside. They don't want to end up with their pick inside the top 10. So you want to get into the playoffs. You don't want it to be a top 10 because then you're giving it to another team. Okay. Ray Grullon finished the Stacks Soville USA documentary. When you can check it out, really, really good. 4 episodes. Stacks Soville USA documentary. Okay. Where was it at? What platform? Stacks Soville. Okay. Yeah, Jermaine, they weren't going to get much back for Jimmy. There wasn't much of a market for him. And so it's too much of a gamble at that point. The idea was to dump Jimmy and not be stuck with him picking up that player option, and then you've got that whole mess next year. You had to get out of the mess. that was the job, and the Heat did a phenomenal job to get out of the mess. And hopefully they can do something with that first-round pick. That's it. Yeah.
Looks like you got it on Max, YouTube TV, Hulu, Sling, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's about 60s interracial collaborators make music of their own terms, forming Stax Records, one of America's most influential creators of black music.
Who were the artists on Stax Records?
Hold on 1 minute.
It's interesting. Okay. I'll check it out for sure. Anything music and has a little historic value to it, I love watching. So I'll check it out for sure.
It says it launched the careers of Otis Redding, Isaac Hayes, Booker T and the MGs.
Okay. I'm in. That's it?
No, there's
okay.
Just looking at trying to
Okay.
very
Well, that's a hell of a list right there to start off with. So it must be a pretty impressive list. I'll check that out. Thank you, sir. Thank you. In fact, you know what? Let me write it down, because if not, then I'm like, what was it? What did he say? Okay. Thank you, man. Thanks for looking out. Brett says, did you get a chance to listen to the jazz version of ELP's iconic song Trilogy that I suggested? So I'd like, okay, ELP's, okay. You know what? No, I don't think I have, because I'm trying to remember if I remember you mentioning it, and then I have not. Okay, I got a jazz version. Okay. I will look for it. I got it written down now. I got a lot of crap going on, bro. So I apologize for that. Sorry, but thank you for looking out for me, which is really, really cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what else do we have? Remember Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation as always, and we appreciate it. And remember, if you didn't catch our whole breakdown of the Jimmy Butler trade and everything, there's one. We did it live last night. And remember, hit the notification bell. That tells you when we go live. I go live with a Crypto Bro Show. Sometimes the Crypto Bro Shows have been at different times. I'm going to do another one tonight after I come back from walking. So hit that notification bell and hit the like button, and check out the video from last night with Ira and myself. And we break down that trade and all kinds of things. And then also the latest version of the Crypto Bro Show, episode 45. We'll come up with episode 46 tonight. I got to go home today, do a little walking, which, by the way, man, my foot was sore as hell last night after 3 games of pickleball. And because I'm out of shape, I'm completely out of shape. But now that I'm kind of picked it up, I was expecting like my foot to be exploding this morning. I'm good, man. I'm good. Barely any soreness from last night. So I'm pretty sure what I was doing is I'm kind of breaking up that cartilage around the surgically repaired foot. And so now I just got to keep doing it and break it all in. So I'm going to go for a nice long walk tonight with the wife.
Yeah, and playing pickleball, you probably set your foot in different. I know you don't move around a lot. It's not like necessarily tennis where you're running all over the place, but you're still setting your foot at different angles.
Yeah,
where you're working different.
I know, and you run
muscles,
a little bit.
You're well, no, but I mean not like tennis where you're freaking.
No, one-on-ones. One-on-one pickleball. You move a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I'm saying, but the courts are so much more compact that you're not having to run down a tennis ball every time you serve.
No. But I did move, and for my ass being out of shape, I needed it. So it was good. But I knew I wasn't injured or anything last night. But I knew I was like, wow, my foot is sore, and I was like, okay, how's it going to feel tomorrow? And it feels really, really good right now. A hell of a lot better than I ever expected it. So that tells me that maybe now I've gotten over that. Because before, when I've done stuff months past, I would have like pain that was lasting for days, for a couple weeks. And I'm like, damn, dude. And this is the first time that I did something and okay, I had soreness, but then after the next day, I'm good. So maybe I've gotten to that point where the healing process has really taken place. By the way, today's the 6th. It's a year today I had the surgery. So pretty interesting. It's I guess when everybody tells you that as you get older, healing takes longer. Yeah, they're right. They're right, bro. Shit takes longer to heal, man. So
not only that too, but then you're not an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
no.
the thing is a lot of the stuff is compared to what we see athletes. Athletes go out with injuries and return, and it's like, oh, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No, definitely not. With all the heartache you've witnessed, what's been the one game that hurts the most? For me, it's the tie between the 92 AFC Championship game and the Stoyo miss. I can live with those because those teams aren't really good enough anyway. They were real championship teams. Those 80s Dolphins, they were overachievers and stuff like that. They weren't really legit studs. They had stud players in some of them, but it wasn't a real stud team. I can't live with the Canes and the Fiesta Bowl of 97. I refuse to accept that one because it was there for the taking. All you had to do was keep handing it off to Alonzo Highsmith. It was really simple. Just run, and somehow or another, Jimmy Johnson had his Mike McDaniel moment before Mike McDaniel ever existed and did stupid shit and let Vinny Testaverde continue to pass when you were the superior team. And they played like flooding the entire zone. They played so light in the box that Alonzo Highsmith was just killing them, and you were the better team. In the 80s, you were never the better team when you got to if you got to the Super Bowl or if you were going to get to the Super Bowl, whether Stoyo hits it or not. You weren't the better team. The other conference had a better team, way better than you ever get there. So I can, in hindsight, you look at everything and you say, okay, what's what? And that's what hurts. It's watching LeBron get posted up by JJ Barea and you lose to the Dallas Mavericks. And I know you didn't have the best supporting cast, but LeBron James, let's go, bro. If you're a stud, you turn it on at that moment and you don't allow, some guy that's supposed to be in the big top with the other short people coming out of the clown car. You don't allow him to post you up. Like, what the hell was that? So I would say those two because the Heat was a more talented team. Dallas was probably the better cohesive team, and that's why they ended up winning, but you still should have won that championship. And LeBron's BBs hadn't dropped yet. It didn't drop till the following year against Boston in Game 6. That's when LeBron became a man in the NBA. See, that's why I always laugh with the comparison of LeBron and Michael. And I always tell people that say that it took LeBron all the way till he got to Miami, and in his second year against the Celtics in Game 6, that's when his balls actually grew. That's when he became the guy. Michael Jordan was the guy cutting your heart out in North Carolina off the elbow in the national championship game. Dean Smith drew up the play for the sophomore to hit the biggest shot of the game. That's all you need to know. Michael Jordan was a killer from day one. So I'm going to go with the team that should have won last year. It infuriates me. Messi, Inter Miami. You have the greatest team in the history of the entire league. The greatest team in the history of the entire league. It was so good. They went, 8-2 when he went out, I believe. It was like 8-2. I think it was. They had an 800% winning percentage. They had the greatest team in the history of the league and lost in the first round to the worst opponent in the Eastern Conference. Maybe they should create the Messi rule this year in the MLS. Give him a bye week like they do in other leagues when you get the number 1 seed. I mean, he needs every other piece of help to win this really shitty league called the MLS. He can win the World Cup and he can win the Olympics. He can win club championships. But, wow, he can't win. So now you get me? When I am mad about a situation, I'm mad about one that, what's your excuse? How could you lose this? The 80s Dolphins, they were fun. They weren't shit. That's all. Let's be honest. They were fun. Nothing special about those teams. A couple special players, but 80s and early 90s Dolphins, fun. They weren't special. They were fun for us and all that, but 70s, that's special. Canes, that's special. The 80s and the 90s Canes, that's special. The Dolphins, fun. Fun. That's all. Fun. Nothing more. Let's see. My daughter's boyfriend played college ball. It took him 8 months of arguing to finally admit Jordan is the GOAT. They don't know any better, true Fin fan. They didn't watch it. They don't know. They have no idea who Michael Jordan is. He's gambling till 2 a.m, then wakes up at 8 and goes to a McDonald's drive-thru and then scores 45 points on you a night. We had a guy here that went to a tennis tournament and had too much sun and couldn't go the next day. Let's see. Alonzo Mourning replaces a kidney and comes back to be the secret MVP of the Mavericks finals. Obviously, it's Wade, but his defensive presence in that series was so amazing. Okay? Sick. And here we have a guy that is too busy filming commercials on a horse or going to a tennis tournament and too tired to play the next day. That's where the Heat organization have fallen. Those are the depths of the Heat organization. We got a guy that can't go the next day because he had too much sun at the tennis tournament. Sorry. And some of you idiots wonder why we're pissed at Jimmy Butler. Like, give me a break, bro. I watch Alonzo Mourning take the court with plantar fasciitis. I watch Jason Taylor play with plantar fasciitis. I watch Marino play with no Achilles. I watch Marino play with more padding than RoboCop. Are you kidding me, bro? You're not going to go to the game because you were at the tennis tournament? Oh, you're not playing now because you won't pay me 2 years from now. Pero, ¿desde cuándo? What are you? What's the name of this guy from Popeye? I'd gladly pay you on Tuesday for a cheeseburger today. I mean, is that Jimmy Butler? I'd gladly pay for you for a $120 million contract 2 years from now. Wimpy. Told you there's a lot of shit in here. I got it. I got Wimpy. I got it. I got you, Wimpy. I mean, come on, dude. This is where we're at. So, yeah. I try to stay in the realistic zone. To me, the 11 finals loss still hurts to this day, especially knowing we were on the brink of going up 2-0 in that series. Yep. It's why I can't make LeBron the GOAT. LeBron will never be the GOAT for me, bro. Michael Jordan will always be the GOAT. Are you kidding me? I saw that guy cut people's hearts out. Okay? No, man. I saw a guy break his foot in an era when normally when you break your foot, you were done for the year. The guy came back by the end of the season, within the same season. That was just ridiculous. At that time, medicine wasn't anywhere where it is now. Son of a bitch. Michael Jordan there's one only, dude. I have not seen a more ruthless player in my life. And if you're going to be a GOAT, I need you to be the person that will cut your heart out every time he gets it. That's not LeBron. I'm sorry. That's not even close. Are you watching some guy named Pat Mahomes? That's a ruthless mother effer. Ruthless. Tom Brady. Ruthless. When you're going to be a GOAT, okay? GOATs for me are ruthless. It's not just that you're a great player and you've had success. No. Success is not good enough for you, okay? You're the Pac-Man of success. Magic Johnson was a GOAT because he is a Pac-Man of success. He wanted more and more and more at the highest level, and he got it. That's what Pat Mahomes is doing. That's what Tom Brady's doing. That's what Michael Jordan is doing. I'm sorry. And when I look at LeBron, he came here and he won the 2 championships, but the one he lost against Dallas was pretty bad. The ones he's lost against Cleveland probably should have lost them anyways, but he had some no-shows against them, like the Celtics and the San Antonio Spurs, like a no-show. Like, you could be Michael Jordan and score 63 points against the Celtics in the Garden and lose. But you scored 63 points against the Celtics in the Garden and you lost. You understand? No, you don't, because you didn't watch it. Most of you. So, for me, in order for you to be a GOAT, you must be ruthless in your quest for championships. Those are the GOATs. The ones that at that moment, the Mahomes, the Montanas, the Bradys, they put a stranglehold in the moment and they take advantage. The Michael Jordans, the Magic Johnsons, and for a stretch, they put a chokehold on everything. The San Antonio Spurs and Tim Duncan, brother, that's GOAT material if I've ever seen it in my life. The most fundamentally sound center I've ever seen, power forward, whatever the hell you want to call him. He can be whatever he wants to be. So that's, to me, when I go GOAT, I talk about a person that is ruthless. Speaking of ruthless, Steve Calabro, baby. Yeah.
Close.
General Mangler here at Hialeah Park.
The Mangler's here. Listen, I just talked to the Jersey guy.
Oh,
the
speaking of
Jersey
ruthless.
wise guy. He's a little bit ruthless. He is all in.
Shocker.
All in on the Eags.
Well, you are too, because your son would disown you.
Yeah, I have to be. Unfortunately, I will tell you something. Go ahead. Okay. Shoot.
E-L-G-S.
There's somebody yelling.
No, you should. Wait a minute. Here, did you see the? Just put it like this: the politician from the
I
Eagles
love it.
celebration.
The Eagles.
Go ahead.
ELGSES Eagles. Let's go Birds.
Eagles. Yeah. So listen, first of all,
Now I know why they want to eliminate the Department of Education. I'm sorry, it was too easy. Okay, don't worry about either side. I don't care, but it was a joke. I had to do it. Is that not a when we talk about ruthless? Was that not a ruthless volley? Right,
there's a ruthless volley for a ex-University of Pennsylvania student, graduate. I should be not an ex-graduate, a graduate. So University of Pennsylvania should literally knock on her door and say, I'm sorry. Please give us the diploma back.
Wait a minute.
You can't
talk about a
represent-
person that actually never used a pen at Penn.
at Penn, yes. So at any rate,
she never put a pen on paper at Penn.
But the Jersey Wise guy is all in on the Eagles, whatever you want to call them, and he likes the over. He likes the over 48.5. I may add, not an easy over, not the easiest over to hit. I'm on the under
So
and the Eagles.
He's expecting 20 of us.
Wait, let me test.
It's a 20 of us.
Wait. He's got a score he's predicted. This.
Oh, that too, huh?
He's lost his mind.
Okay.
31.
So we got it's go against the wise guy week.
It's go against the week, right? No,
because he's
got the score.
psychotically on one side, right?
He's Philadelphia psychotically on one side. 31-23. He's picked the score. He's even got a 3-bet parlay for you. Eagles to win. Saquon to score touchdown.
Well, I got some.
AJ Brown to score. No, it's a parlay though. AJ Brown and Saquon to score a touchdown each.
Okay.
And the Eagles to win.
Okay.
And that's his 3-bet parlay. And
some
he likes the over.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he's all in.
Yeah, he's all in. I like the chefs. I've already bet. I gave the 1.5.
No, I'm betting. I'm betting the Eagles. I'm betting the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Eagles or whatever. How she wants to really
But
pronounce it.
there's some interesting props that I'd like to. We all should discuss here. Maybe we can make a little money here, okay? Because it's kind of interesting. So, who scores the first TD?
So I'm not a big fan of.
I know that.
I'm not a big fan.
I
of
get that. But Saquon is plus 475.
Wow.
You gonna tell me that just for the hell of it, I throw a 50 spot on it just for fun?
I don't like the bet.
Okay.
I don't like it. I mean, I think there's a better first touchdown guy than Saquon because it's
well,
a run. That means they can. See, that means
I'm betting one already
What's
because I
that?
love the value of it, and I love. Okay, last time I checked, the Eagles corners, are they not rookies? Okay.
So that would mean the Chiefs to score the first touchdown.
Xavier Worthy is plus 1,100.
Oh, I love that.
I
one.
love the
I love that
value
bet.
of
I love that. That because the values.
I love
2.5
the
times the
value.
value, right?
And you're worried about freaking Kelsey. You're
Right.
worried about the running
No, I
game.
like that bet.
You're worried about veteran wide receivers.
love that
he
bet.
kind of plays off of it, and you're playing against 2 rookie corners.
I love that bet. I love it. I'm going to bet
Plus
it.
plus first touchdown. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a betting advisor. I don't know anything about this stuff, but I'm just telling you, I love Xavier Worthy plus 1,100 first touchdown.
Yeah, that's
I love the value of it. Love it.
So
Love it. Now Saquon Barkley. Okay. Anytime touchdown is minus 190.
I like it.
But it's obvious. Minus 190 anytime touchdown.
Yeah.
That's not value. It's because it's a layup. Of course he's going to score.
Yes.
Correct?
How about a second touchdown though?
Okay, so
that's a bet during the game. Because
but right now it's plus 295.
For Saquon.
Exactly. That's the Xavier Worthy look I had.
Really?
I go, man, Xavier Worthy plus 1,100 first touchdown. I can see Mahomes surprising and that kid escaping and gone. And he's the first touchdown. We got a 7-0 game right away. And when I look at 2 touchdowns, are you going to tell me that Saquon Barkley can't score 2 touchdowns in this game? Plus 295 right now? That's not a bad odd. That's
like
value. I'm looking for
I like
value.
that better. I like that better than the minus 190. Yes.
Okay. You want another value? Mahomes is plus 2,500 for 2 touchdowns.
Really? Wow. You tell me he can't have one
Yeah,
to
you
Worthy
think I
and
can
one
only
to
give
one
you?
to
You think I only give you Caspa at 8 cents or Ando at 22? No, I give you some other value.
Wait. Time out, Sean. We got to make the announcement. No, throwing.
No, 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Run, score.
Oh, it's in
throw,
running or passing.
2
Well,
touchdowns.
It's going to pass. It's going to pass.
2 touchdowns.
Wow.
20 plus 2,500.
I love that bet. You put like 20 bucks on it. Who cares? I mean,
I'll give you another one that's pretty good. Hurts is plus 550. 2 touchdowns.
No, I don't like it. No.
What are you talking about, dude?
Well,
Running and
push,
throwing.
push.
Yes.
Oh no, actually,
running and throwing. He could throw one.
I don't know if that's a good value.
Plus 550 is.
Well, no, the Jersey guy would agree with you.
Well, no, I know.
The Jersey guy would agree on that.
But he's not objective. I'm talking objective. I'm talking objective here. Okay. I love it. I love it. And let me tell you,
Mahomes
not only Xavier Worthy do I like him plus 1,100 first touchdown. Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown is plus 165. I'll take that.
So, but think
I
about
can
what
see
you're
him
saying,
scoring a
though.
touchdown.
You're saying that Mahomes is 2,500.
Yes.
And
touchdown.
Hurts is 550.
Yes.
I take Mahomes all day long.
So
I mean, in comparison, the value's not there for me. For me, I get it. I get it.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
It's not a bad bet. I like the Mahomes bet.
Mahomes.
I gotta make it now. I gotta get up the air and make the bet. I should do it right now as we're
Mahomes
talking.
Plus 250, minus 118. Hurts plus 225 throwing yards, plus 121.
Yeah. What was the first Mahomes? Was how many yards?
Plus 250. It has to go over 250. It's minus 118.
Yeah, I made that. One thing about the Super Bowls, they start out a little slower.
Yeah.
The whole team. That's why I like the under. Everybody's like on edge. Now I'm going to tell you why.
Now passing Mahomes, okay, 2 plus TDs is minus 180.
Oh, 2 plus. That's a tough bet.
Yeah.
But so I want to tell you something. I know you're with the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
I've literally asked about 20 people. 20 people. I said, who are you rooting for? Not everybody's an expert. But, I will tell you, like 15 or 16 of them, 15 people told me out of 20, I'm rooting for the Eagles because enough is enough about the Chiefs.
That's how it is.
The refs are on the Chiefs team. I like Mahomes, but I forget about it. Taylor Swift. If the TV shows me Taylor Swift one more time, I'm going to throw my beer at my television. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah,
there's an anti Kansas City thing going on right now, and so I just think that, and I'm on that board too. Because
wait a minute, hold on. Andrew's correcting me here. He says the 2 touchdowns for Mahomes is only if he catches or runs the ball into the end zone, so it's not throw.
Oh, those are running.
Catching or running.
He has.
So that's why it's plus 25.
Okay, yeah, so it's not throwing. I was going to say 20. It's the value seemed to
catching and running. Catching and running.
Good call, Andrew.
Well, he ain't going to catch
Andrew.
much, but running, he could get
run
one.
1, 2 is going to be tough.
2 is going to be kind of tough. That's why it's plus 2,500. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a little different. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes Hurts the Hurts bet.
But I still love the Worthy plus 1,100 as a wild one for the first touchdown.
Worthy's a really good bet.
And Saquon rushing 100 plus. I'm seeing here is minus 120. That's not bad.
He could have a great game and run for 80 yards. He could have 2 touchdowns and 80 yards.
I think he'll go over 100 yards in this game. I think that's the way they score. If they score on the ground.
No, I think AJ is going to score too.
Yeah.
I think Brown's
But the Kansas City's got a good secondary, dude.
Yeah, I know, but Brown's really good.
No, he's a monster. 70 plus yards is minus 120.
It's 50-50 on me. That's 50-50.
Kelsey, 70 plus yards, plus 124.
I like that better.
Over plus 70, you're going? Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think so. I think, because he could get hot. Remember, this is it. There's a chance he could retire.
I don't think he will.
No,
I
know,
thought that
there's
last year, and then once he signed the extension, I think he's made that commitment. I think he wants to keep trying to win with this guy until the wheels fall off. He's that guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not his brother.
No, his brother could. I don't know. No,
his brother does. His brother just said, "I'm done. And I'm done." That's it.
His brother's body was beat up.
Yeah.
His brother was
you think
pushing
Kelsey?
300 pounds.
Kelsey?
No, but his brother Jason was pushing 300 pounders for 15 years.
But he's done too already at this point.
I think he's going to retire. If they win, I think Kelsey retires.
I could see him. I think that's what I thought last year.
But why'd you think of last year?
Because I thought he was done, but now with this whole thing of adding the legacy stuff, he's into it. I think
got the legacy already now. He's not like he's not going to be Hall of Fame.
No. I think
Hall of Fame first balloter.
I think he's that guy that wants to keep adding and wants to keep playing like that.
But maybe he's in love.
There's no doubt he's in love.
And maybe he wants to be with his love. Maybe he wants to be in love.
That's what I thought last year.
Hey, listen, I want.
Oh, for sure.
No kidding, but I
think if they lose,
then maybe.
No, so I think
I'm with you on that.
I'm on the other side of the coin.
Once the wheels fall off, then I
just
think
losing
he
the
leaves.
Super Bowl isn't the wheels falling off.
Well, if he thinks that it's like, right? If
I think he tries to retire on top.
Okay.
He wins 3 peats and he goes,
Elway?
I'm off into the sunset on top.
God, Elway
He's making so much money.
Elway did it so perfect.
Yeah.
Back-to-back Super Bowls, and he walked right out there.
I'll see you.
That was so awesome.
I got to change directions on it because I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to run.
What do we got?
I have an announcement to all of your viewers.
Oh,
you've had a profound effect on some people here at Hialeah Park.
We try.
Profound.
We try.
It just has that has nothing to do with other than just reminding your viewers that we have the best sports betting app. Just go on the QR code.
Loose slots.
You
you
have poker
you
room
feel
action.
like they're massaging you while you're playing.
Yeah, we have they come to our poker room. It's a fantastic poker room. It's all good.
True
poker
Fin fan, by the way, put 500 on the Eagles.
Wow, and he's listening to the Jersey guy, I guess.
Yeah.
True, good job, True Fin.
Now I want the Eagles to win because I
want the guy to win. I want True Fin. He's a good guy, True Fin. So I
got like $15 on KC or something. This guy's got 500. Get it, bro. I don't want to win.
My announcement.
I don't want to win now, bro.
You're prolific. Has nothing to do with sports. Drum roll, please. I am now in the crypto world.
Oh,
Steve Calabro has listened to Big O's suggestions. It's not financial advice, I know.
Nope.
It's not financial advice. It's a suggestion, and I've doubled down. Did it twice. I will tell you something.
So you got your
it is ridiculously
Ethereum, Bitcoin. What do you got?
Ethereum. I bought it twice, 2 chunks.
Some guy named Trump has loaded up like a 60 million in Ethereum.
Some guy.
By the way,
he might be interested in it.
By the way, he just moved like 330 million of crypto off of his exchange. We don't know where he took it, but he just
it's
and
insane.
Now he's starting a Bitcoin ETF. That's freaking amazing.
But Ethereum, I think I like Ethereum.
Oh, Ethereum's going to be a monster.
That's my thing. I do my little crypto world. I've been profoundly affected by Big O. I hope all the viewers are profoundly affected, whether it's Jersey Guy picks or whether it's Big O saying buy crypto, right?
So Hialeah Park going to give out 10 Ethereums?
No, Steve Calabro is going to buy as many Ethereums as he can. I tried to get that as a promo, couldn't get it on, but remember we tried that not too long ago. Would have been.
But 10 Ethereums is affordable.
Yeah, but but when you're doing a promo, Bitcoin has better cachet. I personally think
you got it. See, here's what you do. You tell them to get the 10 and sit on it, Fonzie. And then when it hits 15 towards the end of the bull run,
then you give it.
Everybody knows about it. Because all we're waiting for, it's a friend of mine that might be listening called me and goes, okay, so what's going on here? Why isn't it going even more? And I go, well, there's 2 set of people that aren't on this whole bandwagon. One are rich people. And he goes, rich. And I go, yeah, most of the rich people aren't on yet. You're seeing some of the big names because they're ahead. But the other ones, they're all waiting for regulations. These people that are traditional investors and all that are part of all these wirehouses and all that kind of stuff, they're waiting for regulations that are coming now from this administration. And once the rules are in place, billions and trillions are going to come in.
Big institutions.
And
big billionaires.
And pensions and all that officially. People are gambling right now. They're really not, but they're all taking the step forward. Those of us that know what's going on, we're ahead of the curve. And then the rest of the world has no idea what's going on.
Well, wait,
Bitcoin or Ethereum, they've heard of it, but they're really not invested in it.
Well, they don't know, but I will report something.
Yeah.
We've had some employees here, more than a handful, that we have a 401k, which is, we have the Brunettis provide a great package of benefits. And one of them is a 401k. It's with Fidelity. And
they have a Bitcoin ETF.
We have had over a half a dozen requests for the Bitcoin ETF to be one of our, because we have options.
I hope most of those people are your executives in this building because they're the smart ones.
It is it's a little bit of a mix.
Look at all those are the smart ones.
It's everybody. It's everybody on the organizational chart is represented in terms of requesting it.
Well,
pretty interesting.
Those are the smart.
It hasn't
people.
been done yet, but it will be. But I just wanted to let your viewers know that.
So trust me, you've
had some profound effects here at Hialeah Park, and we appreciate that.
Load up on the Ethereum and get it out at 10,000.
Yeah, there could be.
Because by then it'll be all over. I think it hits 15 in this bull run.
We'll see what happens. I'm in. I could tell you what I did my second time. First of all, I want to tell your viewers this. It's ridiculously
easy.
Yeah. It's not like.
Did you get your tangent yet?
I did. It took way longer than I thought. It took like about literally. I got it like 3 days ago.
All right.
And it's been
Did
about.
Did you bring it?
I didn't.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
We'll set it up.
But so it was. Anyhow, this is good stuff. Good sports betting stuff. You get wise guy picks, even though they're a little bizarre this week.
I'll come early next week.
I'm kind of rooting for the.
I'll come on over early next week. I'll get here around 2, and we'll do that in 5 minutes.
Yeah. No.
Or 1 or whatever.
Do it afterwards. I got 12 o'clock next week.
All right, that's fine.
I got 12 o'clock next week. But at any rate, so it's just one of those things I wanted to report that the Jersey. I'm rooting for the Jersey guy this week.
Oh, now I'm rooting for True Fin.
I'm rooting for True Fin fan. 500 on the Eagles.
No, screw me,
bro.
Is
True Fin fan from the Northeast? Is he from Philly or something? Is he from Pennsylvania?
No. True Fin fan's a True Fin fan.
No, but he could have moved here when he was 10 or something like that.
No.
He didn't spend summers in Pennsylvania like you spent in Jersey?
No, he's like moi.
You had a little Jersey effect there. You had a little Jersey
effect. Yeah, I have
there.
Jersey cousins. Yeah, I have them there in the
cousins.
Cousins there sitting on the park there.
Yeah, that's Boston Park.
Sitting on the club drinking some coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
There we go. Okay,
get a drawer. Open a drawer.
Yes. So I had a little effect, but he's like me. He's a hardcore Dolphin fan, and he's also like me. He's just trying to make money.
I hope he wins.
Now I gotta lean to True Fin because I really don't have like serious money in the race, bro.
No, but I will tell you this:
My serious money is in Bitcoin.
I'm gonna report to your viewers is that when you download our app, you play with that app, you watch during the game. Last Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
and I've done this 20 times this past year. I made 18 bets last Super Bowl.
Yeah.
18 goofy little bets,
right.
And I think, in the end I came out ahead, but
live betting's the best.
Live betting is fantastic.
Oh, True Fin fan, thank you for another super chat. He says, negative, born in Hialeah, live and die in Miami.
I thought he had some kind of Philadelphia connection.
I figured.
Sorry, True Fin fan.
Just like me.
Sorry, True Fin fan.
Figured. All right, so when are we giving away the next thingamajig here? What is it?
It's March. So all February, you're earning
for the
points
Rolex,
for the Rolex, his and hers Rolex. Remember bringing home mommy a nice Rolex, or mommy bringing daddy home a nice Rolex. Then so that's a nice one. That's a real good one. The Rolexes are beautiful.
Oh yeah,
they're on display. They look fantastic. And after that, we got end of March. We got it, but we haven't decided. We have a little bit of an internal argument we're going over, which is going to happen on March 29th. We know the drawing date, but we're arguing, and we should be resolved that in the next 3 or 4 days. I can't announce it now because then they'll say, "Hey, you made you had an advantage. You went and you announced it, and it was so we're having an internal argument." So I want to let that argument kind of play out.
Okay.
Let that one play out.
I'm interested to see what the next giveaway is because you guys are always giving something awesome away here, man.
I got to tell you something else. I'm going to leave with this one last thing.
And by the way, every time you play the slot machines, when they have these giveaways, every time you're getting an entry. Every single time you play the slot machines. So if you're playing poker or anything else, every time you play, you get an opportunity. So take advantage of it.
I have another thing to announce, and I'll leave with this. This Saturday, February 8th, the city of Hialeah is having a food and wine festival right here at Hialeah Park, right here in our paddock, right here in the gardens, from 6 p.m. to 10. There's a nice concert from 9 to 10. That part of it's real good entertainment. It's going to be a fabulous show. And then after the entertainment ends, the Hialeah Park Casino, right at the Fountain Terrace, which is you throw a baseball from where the festival is to where the Fountain Terrace is. We're having an after party.
Okay.
So come on, you have DJ, dancing, the whole
This
9
Sunday.
yards. This Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday's
February
the
8th.
game. Yeah.
February 8th. Yeah, February 8th.
And you'll have a watch party here on Sunday.
Yeah, watch party on Sunday here, right here in the poker room. But more important for your viewers to know, it's going to be a fabulous event. This is part of the Hialeah City Centennial Celebration. It's a 100-year celebration of the city of Hialeah.
I like
it. It's happening. This is the first major event of the year. It's happening. Our ownership is all in and being supportive of the Centennial.
Of course.
And wine and food festival, fantastic entertainment towards the end of that festival. After party at the Fountain Terrace.
This is a cornerstone of Hialeah.
February 8th.
Since its inception,
it's a
Hialeah
night out.
track is a cornerstone.
It's a great night out. All I'm telling you is come on out. It's 6,
All right,
7
I'm gonna
o'clock
come with
at
the
night,
wife.
and
We're gonna enjoy
it's
it.
going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real fun time.
All
But
right,
anyhow,
I'll be-
guys.
You got it.
All right, man.
All right, baby. You be good.
Jersey
Thank
Wise
you.
guy. I know he's lost his mind, but I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, no,
And True
I
Fin fan.
have to root for True Fin Fan. He, by the way, sent in another super chat and said, absolutely doing it just for the money.
Well, he's a smart man. He's a
Smart
smart man.
He's trying to make a buck.
All right,
Trying to
guys.
make a buck.
Be good.
You got it. All right, Steve. Steve Calabro, baby. Yes, sir. Here at Hialeah Park. Take it easy, Steve. He's the best, man. All right. Mahomes has Hopkins, Hollywood Brown, Kelsey, and a few others to pass to. Plus, I think Kareem Hunt has a huge chip on his shoulders. Will run over the Eagles. Well, I don't know if you're going to run over the Eagles. The Eagles they do what you're supposed to do. They win at the line of scrimmage. And that's what I've been wanting our Dolphins to be for a long time. Pat in Asheville says, I put 500 on the Eagles and the shifts playing chess, not checkers. They need to make a bet. How many roughing the passer calls on Patrick? 1.5 over or under? There's probably something like that out there. I'm sure there is. It's probably something along those lines. Let me do a little music. Talk a little music and see what's going on in the world of musica. Remember Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. Let's start off with musicians celebrating birthdays today on February 6th. All right, let's start it off. And let's see where we're at here. All right. Oh, it would be nice if this thing actually connected. Here we go. I'm waiting for it to connect to the internet where I have my list of stuff all prepared. All right. All right, now we're ready to go. Let's start it off with Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. All right, born on my date, by the way, 1966. Same year I was born. Let's see. Happy birthday to him. Axl Rose. I know if NorCal is listening, it's one of his favorite musicians of all time. That guy loves Axl Rose, NorCal. Born William Bruce Rose, singer for Guns N' Roses, born in 1962. Natalie Cole, born in 1950 on this date. John Gosling, keyboardist, pianist, and vocalist for the Kinks, born on this date in 1948. Peter Lucia from Tommy James and the Shondells, born in 1947. Richie Hayward, drummer and founding member of Little Feat. He also performed as a session player with Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, Robert Plant, Paul Rogers and Stephen Stills, Peter Frampton, Buddy Guy, Arlo Guthrie, Barbra Streisand, Nils Lofgren, Robert Palmer, Linda Ronstadt, Bob Seger, Carly Simon, Nancy Sinatra. So Richie Hayward had a little respect, just a monicum of respect in the business. A ting, a little insy bitty bit of respect in this business. Bless you, my brother. Rest in peace. He died in 2010. Bob Marley, the legend. You talk about goats. Born in this date in 1945. Who else? That's it. That'll be it for musicians. Let's start off with birthdays of other famous folk celebrating it on the 6th today. Babe Ruth, born in this date in 1895. We just lost him in 1948. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yep. Ronald Reagan, born in this date in 1911. We lost him in 2004. Who else celebrating birthdays today? Brian Stepanek, TV actor, is 54. Chris Humphreys, basketball player and shortly married to Kim K. He is 40 today. Married to Kim K and 40 today. We rhymed a little bit without even trying. Boy, we have so many gifts. Let's see, what else do we have? Zsa Zsa Gabor. I got to say, she was hot in her day. Born on this date in 1917. Dun, 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 dun. We lost her in 2016. But she was definitely hot in her day. You, sir, do you have any wrestlers for us today?
It is a long list. Sit down and buckle up.
Here we go. You got one guy.
Connor turns 45 today. Those are your birthdays, February 6th, 2025.
I've been around him long enough to know. All right, here we go. February 6th. What happened today in music history? You ask yourself every day, hey, what happened today in music history? Does Orlando Alzagari know what happened today in music history? Yes, I do. And today in 1982, Jay Giles Band began a 6-week run at number one with their song Centerfold. And by the way, speaking of hot, that's a hot video. And he was known also, Peter Wolf, for trying to pick up a couple of those girls in that video. And if you watch that video, wouldn't you try to pick up a couple of those girls? Anyways, it was a big day for the group because their record, Freeze Frame, also went to number one on the album charts. Stayed there for 4 weeks. In 98, Beach Boy Carl Wilson passed away at 51 from cancer. He sang lead hits like God Only Knows, Good Vibrations. Carl also providing backing vocals for Elton John's Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. In 2001, guitarist Don Felder was fired from the Eagles. In 2011, guitarist Gary Moore, the Irishman, who played with Thin Lizzy and Skid Row, died of a heart attack in his sleep. He was 58. Gary Moore is one of the greatest guitarists that we never talk about. That's all I'm saying. Those of us that are aficionados and we follow rock music and we know rock music very well, we respect and love Gary Moore and what he brought to the table. But he is kind of an underground guy when people talk about great guitarists. Gary Moore's name rarely comes up in the conversation, and it should be included. 94, Nirvana embarked on their final tour of Europe on this date. In 2001, Marilyn Manson was arrested in Bologna, Italy. When he passed through the town on tour, the arrest stemmed from a charge of public indecency that took place in the 99 concert. Public indecency. He whipped it out and said, "My baloney has a first name, and it's O-S-C-A-R." And so that you can't do that. You can't show your baloney. And calling it Oscar? I mean, really? That is what happened today in music history. Some guy whipped out his baloney and called it O-S-C-A-R. I mean, it happens. Let's see. Cuba Gooding Jr. is a regular at Flanagan's in the Grove. All right. Just be careful around him. I'm just saying. Let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, as a smart football fan, my best bet is Bitcoin. Oh, you know it, baby. That's what we call a money bet. A money bet. That's what it's all about. Ray Grullon, loving that classic video from Jay Giles. I love Love Stinks from that band. Love Stinks. Yeah. Love Stinks. Love it. That's a good song. They've got a bunch of songs. Flamethrower. That's a terrific song. And then if you listen to the early Jay Giles stuff, it's completely different than the more poppy stuff that came out after. So, yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, appreciate you all out there. We thank the great Steve Calabro. Of course, Mr. Brunetti makes it all happen. Without Mr. Brunetti and the Brunetti family, always supportive of our platform. They've been with us from day one, which we appreciated immensely. We thank, of course, this guy right next to me, the great Sean Stanley. He knows how to get it done and masters his platform every single day. Appreciate all of you out there. Please hit the like button. It's very important you hit the like button, hit the notification bell. I'll be back later tonight with another Crypto Bro show. And please watch the previous Crypto Bro shows if you want to learn, see what's going on, and hit the like button and share and all that good stuff. Help the Crypto Bro show grow also. See you later on this evening, or if not, we'll see you. We're in studio tomorrow, right? Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. in studio. Be good out there.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.